Even though The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is over 5 years old now, players and data miners alike are still finding new mechanics to have fun and play around with. There are dozens and dozens of hidden secrets to discover, but even after nearly 1,200 hours in this game myself, I just recently learned some of these in-game secrets. If you've been looking for an excuse to get back into the game, or just want to try some of these things out yourself, this video is for you. To start things off, let's begin with a bang. Bomb arrows are some of the most dangerous items in the game, both to the intended targets or to Link himself if you're not careful, but they actually get put out and are made useless if you use them in the rain. Most players quickly pick up these dud arrows when they whiff, but reintroducing them to an ignition source will still trigger an explosion while they are on the ground. Simply fire a fire arrow or swing a flame over the top of these dud arrows and they'll reignite just like they would normally. An underused feature of the bomb arrow is to solve shrine puzzles. Some shrine puzzles have giant buttons that need to be pressed. Link has to take advantage of using cannons using his Sheikah Slate bombs, like in the shrine of Kamiya Amuna. However, these buttons can actually be triggered simply by firing a bomb arrow at them. Hopefully this helps speed up some of these shrine puzzles for you the next time you stumble upon one. Another fun bomb arrow fact actually deals with making guardians easier to deal with. While you can easily kill them with ancient arrows by hitting them in the eye, hitting a guardian near the top of the head with a bomb arrow will completely flip it over. If you really need to get out your aggression and just need an opening to start hacking off one of these guys with the Master Sword, this technique will definitely come in handy. Another combat technique you might find useful is the ability to use Daruk's protection without having to hold down the target button. Now, technically this is a glitch, but it's incredibly useful. Normally when you activate Daruk's protection, Link assumes the attack position, which can make walking around more tedious. But by simply holding ZR, then activating Stasis or Magnesis and canceling, you can effectively have 360-degree protection without having to be battle ready. The next secret on our list has to do with the Captured Memories questline. The final memory in the questline has a different cutscene depending on if you already have a picture of it before you activate the cutscene. Just to the left of the entrance of Impa's house, there's a portrait featuring the area of the final memory. If you choose to take a picture of the portrait before accessing the final memory cutscene, Link will actually pull out the Sheikah Slate just like he does with the other memories attained in the game. The developers actually made a subtle hint that this portrait is important because when you try and take a picture of it, the camera rune won't detect Link's weapons for the compendium while trying to capture the photo. There are many animals to interact with in Breath of the Wild. You can feed dogs, catch critters, even throw acorns to squirrels, and of course, ride horses. Many people have discovered that you can even ride other creatures like the Lord of the Mountain and deer. But did you know you can actually ride bears in the game as well? In fact, in the Gerudo Highlands, there's a couple of bokoblins that ride around on them shooting fire arrows. This secret was a fun one to discover, and it's definitely one of my favorites. Back in Kakariko Village on the other side of the map, it's known that you can't steal or eat STEEN'S carrots. If you try and grab them or otherwise interact with them, Steen will stop you and give you a disapproving remark. However, if you ever want to get back at him, there is a sneaky way to do so and benefit your valiant steed at the same time. You can actually bring your horse over to the carrot patch, and it will begin eating all the carrots in the garden. If you wait long enough, it can actually eat all of them, proving once and for all your wild stallion doesn't follow anyone's rules. There's only a few places that you can see all 4 divine beasts at the same time, obviously from Hyrule Castle, but there's one cool detail that not all players know about. If you climb to the top of Link's house and hop on his chimney, you can actually see each of the divine beasts when they're in their attack positions. I'll admit, I didn't know this one, but it is an incredibly cool detail for the hero to be able to see all of his hard work paying off right from the comfort of his own home. Everyone who has fought the final boss, Dark Beast Ganon, knows that its weak spots can be hit with the Bow of Light. That was the intended mechanic in the game. However, there are actually multiple ways that Link can attack these areas. Obviously, it can be damaged with the Bow of Light given to you by Zelda, but it can also be hit using the Twilight Bow. And even the powerful Ancient Arrow can be used in place of light arrows, which is pretty neat. Another method is using the Master Sword. When Link is at full health, instead of throwing the Master Sword, he shoots Master Sword beams, which can damage the areas as well. If you activate Urbosa's Fury while in range, her lightning strikes will also work. It's kind of a cool detail that all these sacred magics and weapons are able to damage the final boss, which I just think is such a cool inclusion. I want to start doing list type videos like this one for glitches, fun facts, trivia, and other interesting topics. So if that's something you want to see and you enjoyed this one, let me know down in the comments and like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and check out this other video, and I'll see you in the next one.